I did that as like the flyer. Did it with Yamba joint. Their dispensary in Cambridge. So we just doing like scavenger hunts. Found the coins and shit. That's to get free weed and shit. I'm gonna see if it has that shit in the case real quick. If it doesn't, then yeah, we just do it on the camera. Just grab this shit. Get the name on there too. That's my friend, Tori, 13 Big. She had a gallery like last year.
Alright, how you doing? You just want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, it was good. It's the word. You feel me?
Good.
It's Tomo, you feel me? Some people know me as Proud by Tomo, Clothes by Tomo, everything by Tomo. Yeah. From Boston, you feel me? Dorchester. Artist. I ain't make this shit, but I'm about to re-rock it. You feel me? I've been fucking with like re-rocking just the frames and shit. I'll draw like on top of the glass and then under the glass too, and it'll give it like a certain like type of depth.
You draw it or you paint over it?
These ones I've been drawing. I haven't been painting as much recently because it just takes longer and it's like messy. I'm gonna show you this one. So this one's like a better idea of like the depth. It's kind of like out of different like layers, collage elements and stuff. So I drew all of those, and then this is like paint markers on top of the glass, and then this is like denim. So some of it is like under, and I just like the layering. It's like 3-dimensional, almost. Yeah.
Did you just start this? Like
I did this like yesterday, if not yesterday, and the day before.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, the way I've been doing this method, this is like one day I just decided to draw over a frame that I got in the thrift, and I like that was like on like Sunday, I think.
Okay, weird. So they're like, I mean, I'm just looking at here, like around. Is there like a common theme to most things? Because I see like the handwriting's all the same.
So some of them, like right now I'm working on a new gallery. So I did a gallery in 2023 called Mind of a Hustler, and so that's what this is from. It was with my boy Eve that I'm talking about that's working on a magazine, so he's a photographer too. So it featured a lot of my paintings. This is one of the paintings that was in it. I think that's the only one in here that was in it. The rest of them at this spot called Phil's Corner Business Club. I hung them up in there. They was looking for local artists to hang their artwork, so I hung that. But this one I just kept it in here. Mind of a Hustler was really just like it was just like an expression of just turning your passion into like your way of living, I guess. I mean, like not keeping yourself boxed in, like having more than one lane. And now I'm trying to think of a new direction for a gallery. So the way I move is like I let the art flow. So like whatever comes to mind, I'll just write. This is something I've been writing over and over. Remember your genesis for it is written. And that's just like remembering like where you come from, you feel me? Because it's like, I feel like everybody's story is written. You just have to continue to like push that pace. And I've been adding final remarks on everything. I don't know why. It just popped in my head, no bullshit. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of ominous, no bullshit. But yeah. Okay. So I've been drawing on top of the frames because it's like, it looks cool and it's fast, and I don't have to sit down and paint. So I've just been doing that until I start actually like fully painting again.
And so there's no, I know like you talked about before, there's no like main focus. You said you paint, you make beats. Like,
so the main focus, I would say right now maybe I say just art. All of it is art. You feel me?
Okay.
It all falls under that umbrella.
Okay.
It definitely started with the music. That was like the first medium that I picked up.
When did you start?
I started in like 2014, I think.
So young.
Yeah, bro. I was like 15 years old. You feel me? If I'm doing my math right, yeah. I was like, it was freshman year. That summer after freshman year. Yeah, high school. Damn. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to the Yeezus tour 2013. Really? You feel me?
Okay.
It was crazy. Yeah, I went there. That was my first concert ever too. And then I just seen how he had TD Garden. He had TD Garden packed all the way to the ceiling, like literally like people all the way up to the ceiling just to see him. And I was like, damn, like if your message is that powerful, that many people want to come see it, I was like, I feel like I could do this shit too, because I used to rap a lot too, just like, you know, niggas just rap at the lunch table and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
But then it's like after seeing that next summer, I copped the mic. I copped the USB mic, and I just started recording my raps, and just everything just snowballed into everything that I'm doing right now. Like eventually learning how to make beats, then I had to learn how to make cover arts, then transitioned to me like wanting to make my own merch, clothes and shit like that. And then everything just transpired to what I'm doing now.
Okay, word. Yeah. So I guess you alluded to it I mean, in what you just said, but is there like a, I don't know, is there a message you'd like to get across behind everything?
Yeah, for everyone to just live their truth. I feel like what's the main selling point of all my art, my music, everything is just like my authenticity. You feel me? Like everything I do is like, I feel like it really reflects like who I am and like my perspective on the world. You feel me?
So what is that?
For the most part, it's just like you gotta make the most of your environment and everything that you're surrounding. Like I would say, it's just like just like being who you are. You feel me? And so who I am is just like,
I know I talked about it before in what I sent you, but it seems very colorful, at least from what
facts,
I can see.
bro. Because I feel like like there's mad colors on the spectrum, and it's just like I'm just basically, bro. When I create, I'm just taking snapshots of what I see. You feel me? I feel like that's what it is. It's just me retelling my experiences or like speaking something that I want to happen for myself in the future. You know. Occasional from like some of the bullshit. Sometimes I be saying some bullshit in the music. You feel me? Sometimes y'all make some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for the most part, I like to speak on my experiences or speak about where I want to go. It's like I try to keep that balance.
So I don't know. I want to layer this. So is there like an end goal with this? Not an end goal, but like where would you like this to go? Where do you see it going? If anywhere.
Just me. So right now, I'm definitely want to transition back into doing my art full time. And I just want to impact as many people as possible with the art, especially people in my city. I want to provide opportunities, create jobs for like youth in my city. You feel me? I'm working on getting a storefront, so I want to go brick and mortar.
Okay.
And just building more culture.
Your stuff or like people's stuff?
Boutique. Okay. So yeah, I'm working on doing a boutique where it's gonna be only local brands in there. Cause it's like in Boston, there's a lot of we have a lot of tourists. Surprisingly, no bullshit. It's like hell yeah. It's dumb tourists. There's like a lot of people come through here. You feel me? A lot of people vote with the Celtics too. It's a big sports city. So people will come through here and like you'll go to Newberry Street, you'll see mad people, but there's like no local shops over there.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
There was Igo, shout out Miguel, you feel me? But they just closed down their shop. Like,
really?
Yeah, you feel me? So that was like we need to see more shit like that going on. I think my approach will be like different because it's like I only want to sell local brands. Like I don't want to sell any like you feel me non-local brands. And I feel like this is just a way to go about it through curating and everything and like hosting events in there too.
You know where you want it to be?
I either want it to be on Newberry Street or in Dorchester because I'm from Dorchester, so I feel like it makes the most sense. Everybody that I've been talking to though just says like do both, but it's like nigga, that shit's hard.
That's a lot.
I mean, eventually, like I'll get to that point, but it's like to start off, I gotta pick and choose. And I guess right now I'm just focusing on like life shit, fixing my credit in order to do shit like that. You feel me? So yeah,
the real life part of it.
Yeah, bro.
So like you talk about Boston a lot. I know you're from here, but why is it so important to you, or like what is it about Boston that's so distinctive for you?
Nigga, it's my home.
Of course, but like how do you
like,
compare Boston to like I don't know another major city like, people might think about when they think of like the arts you're creating?
Nah, I feel you. I think Boston is unique in the way that we're a cultural melting pot. You feel me? Very similar to New York in a way where it's like you might walk out on the block, you see Cape Verdean, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, niggas, some Asian niggas just chilling all right in one central location. You feel me? And they all got like either similar or different backgrounds, and there's different things that draw them together. Whether it might be ball, music, you feel me? Sometimes it's for the wrong reason, like niggas be linking up off of game banging and shit. But it's like it's I think we have a certain uniqueness to us where it's like our like. It's real raw, like we're real raw and uncut, like because we're still like in a developmental stage, so we're not so like you go somewhere and it's like everything you're seeing seems so grandeur, like it's like you still seeing raw like artists, like it's like like you feel me, like you still seeing raw uncut art, and it's like in its purest form, you feel me, it's untouched, it's not like super capitalized on yet, and like where everything feels bubblegum or shit feels planted, it's like this is real like authentic raw art, you know. And I just gotta rep the city, bro. I grew up here my whole life. You feel me? Like really from the city, like. So it's like I'm really proud of this shit. You feel me? Like multiple generations. My grandparents came up from Trinidad in like the '80s, and then so they just been here since then. Recently they moved down to Georgia, like I think like 8 years ago, like
just like to chill out.
Yeah, cause they older now. They don't want to fuck with the snow and shit. You feel me? Like all that. But Boston is like, you feel me? It's like I really hold that shit to my dear to my heart.
Bullshit. What you mean?
So like It Was Written was his second album and Illmatic was his first album. So right, a lot of niggas be like, yo, Illmatic's like for me it's his best album, but I'm like, That's some niggas that's true, but there's no way the nigga's first album is his best album.
Do you have other artists you, I don't want to say look up to, but like draw inspiration from? I know you mentioned Kanye. Mm-hmm. I see like the West Side Gun there.
Yeah, hell yeah, I fuck with Gun heavy. Kanye definitely a big inspiration to me. Just as far as like art overall, you feel me? Just like seeing him dabble in so many different mediums, definitely like subconsciously played an influence in my life. You feel me? I draw inspiration from artists, but just life in general too. Like I think the biggest reason for me even wanting to go so heavy into this shit is because of my grandfather. So he's a welder. And he has a welding business.
What's welding again?
That's like soldering almost. Like it's like when you melt two metals together.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like on some shit like that, yeah. But that was the first person I seen like own and run their own business. You feel me? So for me to see that like growing up is like I could. It might not be the same medium or whatever he's doing. I might not want to do construction, but I could run some shit myself. You feel me? And like create opportunities for the people around me and like really build some shit. You know. And I understand that it takes time because I done seen him go bankrupt back when we had the recession. I think like 07, 08 and shit. You feel me? And then he still revamped the business for me and got that shit jumping again. And it's like I see what it takes to really like, you feel me, like believe in a dream and push that shit. You know, I think more influences that I have too are just like definitely like Gun, Kanye, Lil Wayne. You feel me? Big influence on me, Lil Wayne. I'll say like Lucky, like that's like music wise. I think clothes wise, my two biggest inspirations is Ralph Lauren and Nigo. For sure. Like I see a lot of like
I can see the Nigo, but why Ralph?
Cause it's like certain, I gotta show you certain pieces. Like I feel like a piece like this is like, you feel me? I want to make shit like this, like where it's like, you feel me, on some like real simple shit, and it's like I feel like Ralph.
Timeless element too.
Yeah, you know, Ralph has a classic feel where it's like you can rock it in the club, but you can rock it at church.
Yeah.
So it's like I want people to feel that way. I want there to be like a duality to the brand where it's like some of it is like real streetwear and some of it is like real classy, but it's still streetwear. You feel me? Like you could throw on a little like polo top, you feel me, or something like for sure.
Do you like collab with a lot of people out here?
Yeah. I collab a lot musically. I've been trying to figure out how to collab clothing wise recently, but musically, hell yeah, collab with mad niggas. For me, my boy Sabo, Fuego Valley, Club Indigo.
Is it mostly beats you make? You said?
Nah, I rap too. Okay. So I rap, I make beats. I don't really engineer. I know how to engineer, but I don't really engineer. I don't like engineering. Nobody.
What's the difference?
It's like engineering is also tracking and recording the vocals and then mixing them down. Producing the beat is like just making the instrumental. For real. Okay. But yeah, I collab with a lot of niggas. I have whole projects with niggas. I'm working on a project with my boy Kai right now. It's coming out pretty fire, yeah. Hawes. I could just go all day shouting out niggas. Yeah, like, yeah, bro. But I wanna like start growing my how I describe that. I guess like not really brand awareness because I feel like people could recognize my art style, but just like being like having like pieces, you feel me, to the collection. So it's like.
And so the other thing I wanted to ask was, how did you go about? Was there a process in crafting the way you go about things? I guess like when you started out, was there a lot of trial and error? And then besides the trial and error, just in terms of like your personal creative direction wise, I don't know, what was your process in getting to where you are now?
Yo, nigga, that's a loaded question. Yo, it's a long time coming. Like I was saying, so really how it happened is just like once I started doing the music and high school, it was like niggas told me like, yo, you can't rap on YouTube beats or you can't rap on like industry beats and shit like that. You feel me? Like, so I'm like, yeah, I bet. So niggas told me that. And I'm like, all right, let me learn how to start making beats. And then I needed cover art, so all right, let me learn how to start making the cover art. And then through all that, it's just like me learning it by myself. I never had no classical training, went to school or nothing. It's like I'm either on YouTube learning this shit or I'm working on this shit and it's coming out ass until it's not coming out ass no more. You feel me? And it's like I used to do it with my bros. Like I used to record mad music with my bros in high school. Shout out Rocka, you feel me? Shout out this nigga Rocka. Shout out Crew A, you feel me? Like, and a lot of the niggas that I started making music with, they don't really make music anymore. But it's like something that I just held dearly to me. I don't know. I just felt like I always felt like a burning passion. And so it's like I meet a lot of people that come into the game, you feel me, thinking that they want to make music, and it's just like you figure out it's either not for them or they just like, you feel me, they don't have the same drive and shit. And I'm still my niggas to this day. That's the thing too, cause I keep carrying the torch so that once this shit get there, it's like, all right, nigga, we lit. And that's why I want to provide opportunities for my niggas, cause niggas might not be able to do the rap shit, but I know, bro know how to network, you feel me? I could set bro up to be the publicist, you feel me? Do this, you feel me? Talk to these certain people, or maybe he could work on the payroll. Like some of my niggas went to what's the word? Like accounting school and shit, you feel me? So it's like do stuff like that. Then what was the question? How I got here? Like, yeah, bro. I just kept pushing. I just kept pushing the envelope and meeting people. Definitely, I didn't do this shit. Like, I learn everything by myself, and I like do it. But it takes community. You feel me? For sure. Like, there's a group right now called Thrill. Well, not really a group. I would call it more of like a what would I call it? Like an organization or like a agency or something like that. You feel me? Thrill. Shout out, Enjoy the Thrill. You feel me? I met them niggas like 2018, I think. I was going to college at UMass Lowell. And back then they was known as Psycho Streetwear, so it was just a clothing brand, and they was doing a fashion show. Kim and Steph, that's who runs Thrill. So I met them, and then since then, just seeing their brand transpire into what it is now, they started this thing called the Chamber, and that's like kind of like artist competition series. And so doing those shows and just other shows that I've done with them, just like meeting different artists throughout the city. Everything just kept evolving and trickling down, and then meeting more people and being able to get more opportunities or provide opportunities for you feel me, other artists in the city. I definitely like collaboration is a big part of everything that's going on out here. I think that's really what got me where I'm at, is collaborating. And I think that's what holds a lot of artists back from reaching that level is either not wanting to collaborate or just being so honed in that you forget to collaborate. Because I know that's the thing. That's another thing too. Sometimes it's not that niggas don't want to collaborate, but they so focused on themselves where it's like they really in their own world and they don't tap in with anything that's going on around them, and that could hold you back too. You really got to be like just aware of what's going on around you, for me, and just whichever space that might be. You feel me? It's like I met you in New York at Fashion Week, and I seen you with a camera. I'm like, yo, bro, you feel me? Like, flip me up, like what you do, like. And I think it's that willingness to be able to like put myself out there. I used to be shy as hell. You feel me? I didn't want to network. I was just like, I was slowly learning, like, as I came to realization, like, yo, like we all just human. You feel me? Just living our different experiences. So it's just like, there's no reason for me to not want to introduce myself and be like, yo, I do such and such. Like, what do you like? Who? Like, what do you do? Or not even what do you do? Like, what's your story? You feel me? Like, feel me? Just like growing out of my shell, I guess, of like that comfort zone. And just, bro, like, it's just a drive, bro. My drive is just crazy, no bullshit. Definitely comes down to, like, God, too. And he's just, like, pushing, like, I've been through mad shit. And so, like, every day I wake up, I take that as, like, all right, I gotta keep going. Because if I quit, I'm failing the people I love, you feel me? It's like, people always try to prove niggas wrong. It's like, nah, I want to prove people right. The people that do believe in me, I want to prove them right. I want to prove that they believe in me for a reason, you know? So it's like, every day I wake up, I try to make the most of that shit. Yeah, bro.
That's good. But I was just gonna comment. I realized the connections are, especially here in Boston. I know you said because it's like growing. A lot of people, like even the people I've connected with so far, either they knew each other or they knew a friend of a friend. You know what I mean? So it's clear that, of course, since the scene is still developing, people are still interconnected, and it's just, I don't know. I'm interested to see in like a few years what this scene is like, as opposed to what I see it as now.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit because it's lit right now, and I think when I bring you out to a couple of these events, bullshit, you're gonna just see, it's gonna be fire. Denim in there and shit.
Character, not circumstance.
Yeah, my friend actually told me this nigga was not a good activist, but I had the you know, for me, I had the poster, so I kind of just drew on top of it. Yeah, bro, how did you get into everything? For real.
Into what's everything?
I would say like your creative senses and abilities. I believe there's an artist in everyone, but not everybody taps into it, you know. And that just goes down to your perspective, because like life is art. I feel like anything you could be doing is art, but you literally like showcasing the art and doing it in a very visual way.
Sheesh, you're right. It's a loaded question. I don't think I really had much direction personally in terms of like what I wanted to do. Like I feel like I was always like just really good at school, like all throughout high school, throughout college. So it was just, I think once I was like a senior graduating, it was like, okay, I'm going to college. I didn't really know what I wanted to study, so I just knew I wanted to travel. So I chose, my major is international business and international affairs. I chose that literally, I just wanted to travel. And at Northeastern we have a co-op program, so like instead of taking classes for a semester, you work a job. So it was the spring of my sophomore year. I was doing my first co-op, and I was at Wayfair doing project management. And I just realized like I didn't like it. Like the whole corporate experience, I was like, I can't do this like for the rest of my life. So it just pushed me to start thinking of like what creative directions I could go into. And so I started thinking immediately about fashion, just because I feel like I always, liked to dress, but never something I really considered like career-wise. So that summer I reached out to a bunch of people in New York, like just asking for internships, like whatever.
Yeah.
I'll work for free. Like I just want to know what this is like so I can see if it's something I could do in the future. It didn't end up working out, but I think later that summer I was still like thinking what I could do, so I started a blog. It was called Just Words, and I was writing about my favorite either fashion designers or musical artists that I drew inspiration from, building like profiles around what made them like distinctive.
Is it still up there?
The page is still up. Yeah, the page is still up. But that eventually, like last spring, so my junior year, I added the fashion minor at my school during the midst of all this. So last spring I studied abroad in London. I was at the London College of Fashion.
That's fine.
Yeah. And so there, I think it really clicked for me. Like I was studying merchandising, so that's like the job I have is in that. And I was just meeting a lot of other like creative forward people. And yeah, so the summer after that, I was talking like with a few of my friends again, seeing just how I could go forward with this myself. And that was the magazine we're working on right now. So of course it was fashion centered, but it's really just trying to capture the culture that surrounds streetwear, the good and bads around that. But of course that's mostly like minority, of course, like Black African American communities.
Sure. Yo, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Haitian.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I be with them Zoes. Niggas. Shout out to Zoes niggas. No bullshit. Ball cards and basketball cards. And I was there with my bro the other day. He wanted to look through some of them, so he was like looking through them shits. Found a couple rare cards and shit. Niggas got the Patrick Ewing card, Barry Bonds and shit.
You have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, look out for everything, bro. You feel me? Go closebytomo.com. That's an excellent website. You feel me? Proud by Tomo on all streaming platforms. About to put out a project this month. It's now April. I don't know when it's about to drop, but I'm flooding all the way till August. So whatever month this shit come out, as long as it's before August, you gonna see new music if you go up there. You feel me? Yeah.
Alright,
Appreciate you.
you.
For sure. Likewise, bro.